I'm going to be reviewing my first draft sales funnel. Keep in mind, this is a first draft. I do have a cheat sheet here, which I'll be going over. So my primary source of leads right now is Meta ads. Meta has been choosing to advertise almost exclusively on Instagram, so we'll call it Instagram for now. So lead comes from Instagram ad to my landing page, or I just wrote lander right here. Okay. The lead then fills out the form. So I wrote form submission, and my immediate action on my end now that they submitted the form is to call the lead within 60 seconds of them submitting the form. This is in an ideal world. You call them within 60 seconds, they're really confused and surprised about how someone's calling them, and they're like, are you a real person or AI? But it works. This moment when they click the form submission is when they are at the peak of their interest in your service, and as soon as they click submit, their interest goes immediately down because they go back to Instagram, they're on the next reel, they're on the next TikTok, and they completely forgot about you. Okay, 60 seconds is your window. Call them immediately. If they answer, the goal is to qualify the customer. Okay, you're going to talk to them. This is basically a 5-minute discovery call. You go over the 4 criteria to qualify them. It's BANT, B-A-N-T, budget, authority, need, and timing. Are they able to pay for your service? Are they the one paying for the service, or can they afford it? If it's their parent who's going to pay for it, then they're not the ones with the authority. You got to find that out. Need, do they actually need a headshot, or do they just want some random photo, but it doesn't really mean anything to them? Usually you want someone who really needs the service. Otherwise, it's like, what is their commitment? Timing, do they need it within the next week? Do they need it within 2 weeks? Or do they not really care and they need it in the next year sometime? Okay, if they're qualified, If they're qualified, then the goal is to book them on a vision call, which is also a sales call. Okay, so I have here qualified, book a vision call. Okay. If they're not qualified and definitely a no, then I wrote, don't bother for a while. Okay, the thing you don't want to do is piss people off, right? So if they're not qualified, they didn't read my full offer, and like they thought it was $10 and you got everything. You guys can look at my offer, but some people, they don't read everything and they think it's $10 and like there's no way they can afford it. Don't bug them for a while and just put them in a list. Eventually we'll send them an email, right? Don't bother for a while. I have X amount of time, which I don't know how long. And then I said reconnect and offer lots of value in the follow-up. Right now, I'm not reaching out to these people. I'm just building a list. Eventually, I'm going to come up with some valuable thing and say, here, take this for free. And oh, by the way, do you want to book a headshot session? More subtly than that, but. So let's talk about the middle option, which is they're kind of qualified, which is like they probably could pull together the money if they needed to, and they're probably going to be an okay client, but like they're gonna probably pay, and I'll probably be able to sell them on it. So I wrote not a no, but does not commit. So it's not a no, but they do not commit. And that means they did not commit to booking a vision call. You really, really want to try to book a meeting from a meeting. So if you're unsuccessful in booking a meeting from a meeting, then you at least want to ask them like, okay, when should I follow up? Not should I follow up? Because then it's like, oh, let me think about it. Oh, I'll get back to you. Like, no, they're not. So it's like, when should I follow up? you want to do it next day because 2 days is too long. When is a good time tomorrow that I could follow up? Okay, so if they're qualified, and by the way, right here it says email sequence to book vision call. I want to revise this. I got to add more steps here. Again, this is a draft. It should be like text them after the call saying, hey, thank you for the call. As promised, I'm going to call you tomorrow at whatever time, and then call them tomorrow at that time. And then loop again back to that saying like, try to get them onto the vision call. So anyway, that's basically the end of this. Oh, then if they did book a vision call, it goes down to here. So they either show up or they no-show. If they show up, then we book the photo shoot. And also I gotta change this. We try to sell them on prepaying for the photo shoot and their retouched images. Right now I'm doing 10% off if they want to prepay for the retouched images, which is like our main item. I mean, it's not technically our core offer, but we make the most money out. I don't know, that might make it the core offer, I forget. So if they show up, we try to book them on a photo shoot. If they no-show, we're going to leave a voicemail, we're going to send them a text, we're going to send them an email, we're going to be like, hey, like, what's going on? I also totally forgot to include my lead nurturing sequence between them booking the vision call and the vision call. Between them booking the vision call and the vision call, I'm texting them, I'm emailing them, I'm trying to create a personalized video to them where the morning of, I say, hey, good morning, looking forward to your shoot. I talk about their name. I say, usually like I'll do it with the studio lights in the background. I'm like, coming at you live from the studio, or like something cringe. But, okay. So that's all if they answer when I call them immediately. This all comes from that side of the funnel. When I talk about sales funnel, it's just like this sequence between when they click on my ad and when they pay me their last payment as a customer. It's like the full process. Or it's from when they click on the ad until they buy the first thing. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Okay, let's say they don't answer when I call them first. I leave a voicemail that I will call you back at a certain amount of time delay, which I don't know what the best time delay is. ChatGPT said I should try calling back in a few hours the same day and then call back the next day, which is 3 calls total. I also saw another YouTuber, Jack Smalley. He does 3 calls. I don't know what his cadence is, like how frequently he does it. If it's like the day after, then the day after that. I don't know. Basically, like, leave a voicemail saying you're gonna call them back, then send them a text. A lot of people actually have been, the last few weeks, they've been, when they don't pick up, a few of them have been just texting me right away, like they're at work or something, which is whatever, that's fine. The goal over text is to try to get them on a call. Sometimes you can close people over text, but usually it's like you want to get on a 5-minute call. So anyway, leave a voicemail that I will call you back after whatever time, and then also follow up. Also send an email saying like, hey, I tried calling you. You can either get on I think I say like, when can you call, or I give them a booking link to a quick chat, which is like, book on this Calendly link to schedule a quick chat. I'm having whatever. I'm having a integration issue with that, but it's fine. Okay, so follow-up email. Sorry, I definitely haven't been showing you guys this. Follow-up email stating callback time, include number. I don't even know what I wrote over there. And then call back after that amount of time. If you connect with them, then I have a dotted line, which you can barely see, which goes back up to they answered the phone. So basically, like, if you get them on the 5-minute call, it goes back to this part of the sequence, which is you get them on a 5-minute call. Like, it just connects back up to here, and then all this regular process after that continues. Now, if you don't get them on the call, you don't connect, then I said, What did I say? Email sequence to book a quick chat. Basically, just create some sort of email sequence where it's like, hey, this is what we've been up to. Maybe add them to our newsletter. Like, this is what we've been up to. If you want a headshot, like, here's how you can move forward. Here's the next step. Okay, so this is, as you can tell, I crossed out some stuff. It's like totally a draft. Maybe I'll use some software so I don't have to do it on paper, but it's way more fun to make it on paper. Like, moving it around with a mouse isn't fun, but drawing cool flowcharts is fun. Let me know if you guys want an update of this. I will probably make an update of it because it will force me to actually do the work of making a new one. And my guess is that something like this is always going to be evolving based on what's most effective anyways. I don't think something like this should be static. I mean, people change, so this, like, the whole goal is to get people on the phone. I'm going to make a date on this. I probably made this a week ago, so let's say February, I'm not going to put the day, 2025. And, yeah, we'll look back in, 3 months and see how much we've upgraded from this. But, yeah, just on a side note, this channel is not about, like, bragging or, like, creating, like, fake authority of being good at the thing. It's like, I'm learning this, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm trying my best. And so I'm not trying to pretend like I'm an expert or anything. I'm just bringing you guys along for the ride, and hopefully this is valuable to someone who's trying to do the same thing. Yeah, bye.